I'm in the campaign pictures.
I
You
just
put it in general.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, that is...
That thing's creepy.
Yes, and it is flying around. It appears to be lobbing fireballs.
Let's assist.
What?
Yeah, we need to go and help it.
Also, that is a face for radio.
That is one hell of an ugly fiend.
Does anyone have religion?
I do not believe so.
I don't think any of us do.
Well, it's a good thing Nestor does.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean, have religion?
It's a proficiency, one of your skills.
Oh.
Because I have a very sneaking suspicion that I know what this thing is. I've never fought one, but I know what they are.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is. It is one ugly motherfucker.
It's an ugly fiend, is what it is.
As Nestor, as you guys are riding towards, Nestor is shouting, "It's called an Alfishni. It's a really powerful demon."
Any weaknesses?
Speak abysmal. Can I speak to it?
You're close enough to it.
Ah, okay.
How do you speak Abyssal? Was that one of the other languages you picked from your background?
Yeah.
Shit, and I took the other.
I think Kayla knows like Common,
I like
Draconic,
languages.
Sylvan.
Let's see. So, Common, Elvish, Draconic, Sylvan, Dwarvish, and then I originally was gonna do Celestial, but then I realized instead I forced myself to go Abysmal.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at the character sheet really quick.
Yeah, I have Celestial and Infernal.
You have Common and Elvish from being Tabaxi, Dragonic and Sylvan from your abilities, and you don't have Celestial / Abyssal.
I'm wondering how she knows so many languages.
Ranger can take some in exchange for some of the other features.
Really? I did not know that. Okay.
I'm trying to remember what feature it was, but that's why I have so many languages.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that basically means we have a reference for just about every language in the game.
Yeah, so
not quite every.
Yeah, for Depth Explorer, you get 2 additional languages in place of Natural Explorer.
So she has 2 languages from her race. So from Tabaxi, she has Common and Elvish. Because she's a hunter, she then has 2 common foes or favorite foes, and so she knows Dragonic and Sylvan from that. And then she has 2 languages from her background, so she knows Abyssal and Dwarvish from that.
Yeah, because that's the other one. Is my favorite foe also gives me 2 languages, plus my Depth Explorer gives me 2 languages, plus my class or my I think it's what else? How many do I have? I've 6 total, so I've done 2 more from.
Good grief!
I appreciate the transparency, and thank you for the clarification. Note to self.
Grief.
Note to self. Rangers are polyglots.
Rangers have tons of languages, and that's why Kayla loves it so much.
Oh, I know. That's one of the big reasons why I went with Ranger. I just love languages, being able to talk to everybody and figure it all out.
All right, this is gonna get fun.
Any weaknesses? No. As far as that thing, what was it called?
An Elfishni.
And he's like, weaknesses? None.
Any immunities?
Weaknesses, none. Immunities, all. HP, maximum. Extremely dangerous, kill on sight.
Don't hit it with fire.
Or
lightning.
Or lightning. Niagara, we're going to be pretty... I wouldn't say we're going to be useless, but we're going to be reduced effectiveness in this fight.
Don't worry, so am I.
Okay.
So,
But I might have a little trick up my sleeve. Like, sort of just breaks.
so you guys get to.
I just got rid of Elemental Bane too.
So, you guys get to within shouting distance, and Lifa, if you want to try and talk to it, you may.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask it, what are you doing here attacking these people?
It looks at you, sort of squeals like this like squealing roar. Its eyes flare with its eyes flare with light, and it just sort of brings those big meaty claws over its head, throws them forward as if hurling something invisible, and
Oh no.
everybody can make me a dexterity save.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Okay. And that's slight change. That'll be a 19.
Okay.
I do +6 for mine, so let me roll. Wow, where did my dice go there?
Well,
I mean, 18?
What you get?
Nat
18?
20.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use one of my flashes of genius to, since I still have 5. I'm gonna use 1. And,
22.
basically boost that up to a 17.
Nice.
Okay,
'Cause I
hold
got
on.
a 12.
So, okay, so Aaron, what'd you get?
19.
Aaron got a 19. Lifa,
22.
22. Pippin,
18?
okay. Senku,
I got a 12, but I boosted it with a flash of genius to 17.
17. Okay.
We're gonna be eating some heavy damage, aren't we?
Not so much.
And
Nyaxor, did I, what was yours?
Added that
Oh,
20.
So, literally, every single one of you passed.
Whoop whoop.
What about Nestor?
Nestor was the one person who did not pass.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Rip Nestor.
Not really.
Might
Well,
not
what
be as
type- how much
powerful as we
damage
think.
and what type?
Who knows?
So, you guys, everyone who passed takes 12 fire damage.
I will absorb elements. So that'll
Okay.
be
So you take 6 fire damage.
Might as well.
So you take 6 fire damage.
I'll eat the 12 and oh shit. Damn.
Don't be. Narcissus gonna look at you like, don't be always doing that. Or
Well,
I'm
it's-
going to personally bonk you on the head.
bonk, bonk, bonk.
Well, I mean I'm just saying I could. It's an option.
Set this up.
I may be really good at healing, but I would.
What the hell? I'll just do the absorb elements thing too if I have that as a cantrip.
It's
wait,
not
no,
a cantrip,
That's
it's-
not a cantrip.
I don't believe that's on any of your breaks.
It's a level 1 spell.
It's a level 1 spell. Actually, I'd be highly surprised if artificers can't take it, because I think it was artificers that I discovered it from.
Give me one moment and I
Yeah,
will check.
artificers can actually do it.
Yeah, they have it.
Okay. So if you wish, you can cast that.
Yeah. Blong.
All right, so you take 6 damage. And Lifa, you can either, well, if you have absorb elements prepared, you may also cast it, or you can just take 12 damage. It's not a huge. It's not a huge amount.
And let me know if you're really hurting, because I'm one of your biggest healers.
Yep. What spells did you choose?
And here, I was gonna say, could you like, turn my thing into acid damage, but you use your reaction.
Yeah, we all had to.
No, I just take the 12 damage.
That's fine. It's just 12 damage. It's not a huge deal.
It's not that huge. It's just I'd rather have the hit points.
Or you take 25, and even that's not a huge hit
Which lets you know when
at this
people are
level.
and gives you bonus initiative. Because you can just turn invisible with a bonus action and then walk away. And in one more level, if you really wanted to move out, you get it in one level.
I'd still like us to repeat my thing after,
Exactly. I figure you can always switch them out.
All right. So with that, we are going to roll initiative.
29.
Oh my gosh.
Good grief, that's
Well, it's ain't that
Fucking
a
hell! I'm bringing up the rear.
isn't that like a 19?
No, that would be a natural 20.
And guess who that 20'd again?
No, bringing up the goddamn rear.
No, I got a 3, but my initiative naturally is a 10, so it's 13. But I love how I've only had super high and super low.
That's a 22 for my initiative.
I got a 5.
How do you have a 10 initiative?
She has the alert feat.
Oh.
Yeah, that adds 5 on top of it. Yeah, because that's how I have a 9.
Nyxor, what was your number?
I'm at 20, so 23.
Good
I got
lord.
a fucking 5.
Yeah. It was going to 14, and then it just, tapped over to 20.
Okay, it looks like the site I've been using for everything got rid of one of my class features. Yeah, they don't have it anymore. I'm gonna have to go and find the other one.
Oof.
At least I know exactly what it does, so it's not that bad, but it'd be better to.
I rolled a nat 1 with a +4 dex.
Okay, Senku, remember that, remember how we went over those infusions?
Oh, right. Infusions. Is there anything that boosts initiative?
At the moment, I'm gonna say not at this exact moment, but you did, one of the things I suggested was the Helm of Alertness, which would give you advantage on initiative rolls.
And what the hell? Let's just say I have that.
Well, not right now.
Okay.
We'll wait for after this
Well,
fight.
I mean, it doesn't matter what it can, but it also doesn't matter.
True, because you got several.
It's just the order.
Yep. And besides that, I mean, I buffed this thing out as far as hit points are concerned because we have the friggin' Justice League now.
Friggin' Justice League, he says.
Yes.
What gave you that idea?
The fact that the fact that we are 6 people. We are a party and a half.
And if we get more Dawn back, then that'll be 7 people, which will be a proper Justice League.
You're practically a double strength party at that point. So,
Nestor and Perrin switch crystals, or Nyxor and Nyxor. You might want to give your crystal to. Never mind.
I don't have very many charges.
It has been a new day, so roll a d4 and gain that many back.
I already did.
Yep,
only
I
get-
as well.
I only got like 9 charges.
I was like, I needed to add some, but I didn't even need to bother rolling because
That's
even rolling
9 out of
was
9 out of 20.
I got 8.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of low.
It's the whole point. They're powerful, but they can't use them often.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're
Almost
for like
what he was doing when he built them.
Yeah. It's a
Like-
good thing to do. Make it so then they're useful, but not
Gonna be
too
fun.
useful.
It
Is this
reminds me.
only-
actually,
So who's going first?
I think that's pretty obvious. Perrin.
Perrin has
Oh.
a higher, so I would go behind him.
Great. So I'm going to go ahead and. Ooh, which spell do I want to cast first?
Hunter's Mark.
I actually am thinking I'm going to haste first.
Oh, you have that now. Yeah.
Yes. And I do believe this turn I still get an attack at the very least out of this.
Yep.
So that will be a 31 to hit.
Yeah. You hit.
Oh,
It's nice to see
Alright.
you high for a change.
And oh yeah, I don't have Hunter's Mark, so I do 11 damage with the arrow directly, and then 1 fire damage from the crystal.
Okay. Well, you hit it. And the fire damage sort of like hits the fur and just sort of immediately peters out.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's a 1. That's useless. Okay.
But it took 11 damage. Pippin, you're up next.
All right. How far away is this thing from me?
100 feet.
100 feet. All right. Let's see. I will go ahead and tap my heels to double my movement speed and move about 70 feet closer.
All right, you can do that.
And then
It's also roughly 40 feet in the air.
Yeah.
okay, so how close is it from that point?
From where you are, it is. You would be roughly 40 feet below it.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast polymorph on it, and it's got to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
oh my.
Okay.
Oh, this will be fun.
If it works and it turns into a bunny rabbit,
Or a
falls out of the
butterfly.
sky and just dies.
Not quite.
Does in fact make the save.
Ooh, my.
Do we have anything that can stop it from making that save? That is the question.
I mean, if you like have it take a potion or something, but I doubt it.
Nope. I used to have something I could use to make somebody have to roll at disadvantage, but I think I got rid of it last turn. All right, well, that's my turn.
All right.
Can he cast that spell again?
Wait,
or
I
no?
No, I can only cast it once.
Nyxor, you're up next.
It would have helped. I was going to turn it into a killer whale, because then it can't move on land, and we just wail on it.
No, what you do is you turn it in. No. You should have turned it into a bowl of petunias.
I don't think I could do that.
I think it's you're supposed to be able to turn it into
Creature.
but
A
I have
creature.
to go and look.
Transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form. The transformation lasts up to 1 hour, or until the target hits 0 hit points or dies. The new form can be any beast whose rating is, or his challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's level. Target's level. If it doesn't have a challenge rating, The target's game statistics include mental ability scores are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast, and it retains its alignment and personality. The target assumes the hit points of its new form when it reverts to its normal form. The creature returns to the number of hit points it had before it transforms. If it reverts as a result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over to its normal form, as long as the excess damage doesn't reduce the creature's hit points to 0.
Yeah, so even if we did that, it would end up going back to full health as soon as we dropped it to 0.
It would not revert to full health.
Oh.
The target would be down about 90.
Hmm.
I believe. Let's see.
Well, if you just turned it into a bowl of petunias, its thought upon
So let's
reaching
see.
the ground would be like, oh, not again.
Excess damage carries over. So I think
Yeah,
anything.
excess damage carries over.
So if we hit it for 50 damage and it had 45, it would take 5 damage off of its health.
Well, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to cast Investure of Ice on myself.
Okay.
Doing this, ice rims around my body. And I gain immunity to cold damage and resistance to fire damage.
Woof.
And I can move across difficult terrain created by ice or snow without spending extra movement. And the ground in 10-foot radius around me becomes icy and difficult terrain for creatures other than me. And as an action, I can create a 15-foot cone of freezing wind, extending from my outstretched hand in the direction I choose. And the creature in the cone must take a Constitution saving throw and take 4d6 cold damage on a failed save.
Nice. All right,
Oh,
so
a creature that fails its save against this effect has its speed halved until the start of their next turn.
Okay. So that was your action. You're gonna move a little bit closer to this.
Yeah, and maybe I could cast Shillelagh onto Stormtooth. Add a little extra.
It is a cantrip, so yes, you can absolutely do that.
I have not done that in like forever.
So, with that, it is actually Nestor's turn.
Ooh.
Nestor,
I just wish you could just polymorph that creature into a bowl of petunias and make it think, oh, not again.
no, you can't do that.
I think you can, if you had true polymorph, yes, you could, but not polymorph.
It's just
So Nestor rides forward. As he does, Leafa, you see him grab the greatsword hilt off his belt. He sort of twirls it in his hands, flicks his arm outward, and you see a lightning bolt form,
Cool.
sort of arc around, and it very slow, like it quickly sort of freezes into position as if it was a solidified lightning bolt.
That's pretty cool.
Is
Yeah.
that like Lightning Blade?
No, that
that's
is
Raijin.
exactly how Raijin.
Oh, yeah.
And fun little fact: the blade never looks the same twice.
Oh.
Well, it sounds like it's actually lightning, and so each time it gets,
Yeah.
solidified in a different form because it's a new piece of lightning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do. The blade itself doesn't do lightning damage, but as part of that, as part of it extending, you see sparks begin to ignite and dance around it.
That's
So
really cool.
he is going to throw a chromatic orb.
Oh boy. That'd be interesting to do it for a character, a chromatic person.
Well, chromatic orb is just a ranged spell attack that you can determine the damage it does.
Yeah,
For the
that's what I
type
meant.
of damage it does. So he will hit, and he will do half of 3d. We'll do 5 damage.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who's had the idea of true polymorphing something into a bowl of petunias.
I think you're the only one, buddy.
No, I looked it up on Google. There are at least 2 more people that had the same idea of true polymorphing a creature into a bowl of petunias.
Specifically, a bowl of petunias?
Yes.
My goodness.
Why?
You know what that's from, right?
No.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
So sorry. I know that the meaning of life is
never
44,
heard of it.
but that's all I got.
Never heard of it.
That was 42.
Okay, you know that thing that Sen mentioned
bad
with
with
Short
numbers.
Circuit? That
Yeah.
is my feelings right now towards you guys.
I
You don't know
never
don't know
watched
Hitchhiker's
Short
Guide.
Circuit.
Yeah, and apparently you've never watched Hitchhiker's Guide either.
Nope.
Okay, calm down. I didn't get my knickers in that much of a twist. So that's Nestor's turn. Lifa, you are up next.
Okay, well, at the beginning of this battle, I realized I have nothing but the most basic weapons. So here goes nothing.
You can give yourself like +1 weapons. That's fine.
Actually, I think we have some +2 weapons in the bag if we wanted to assume we gave her some for this trip.
I'm happy to allow that.
Okay, cool.
I have my Sunblade she could use.
That's cool.
So, and she would attune to that during the short rest. Let me get her the stat block.
Kayla, I'm sorry, Lifa, what is your favorite color?
You got yourself a
Okay,
lightsaber.
usually I would say bright green, but in this case, I feel like the proper color would be it would be like a pinkish purple.
Okay.
I got lightsaber and then I got...
And there's the clip. Oh no, not again.
Yeah. Want me to bring my laptop over there? I was checking to see which weapons I had. I have, because I know you do well. I have a Sunblade for you, and I have a long. I think I have a longsword +2. Did we sell the longsword +2?
Thought we did.
We had a longsword or a short sword that was +2 that you could also have.
Pretty sure you had both.
They're saying pretty sure you had both.
Okay, then I will give you both.
I like how I'm just casually eating over here while I'm making him do all the work.
I'm kind of like numbing on cheese curls, so.
Yep, I got chicken on a stick from a Chinese place.
Ooh, nice.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I like sushi.
So do I.
No thanks.
I've been really craving it lately and wanting to make it again, but my rice cooker's out of order till I can find all the pieces.
Now here's a question. Here's a question for you, Thunder, while they're going over that math. Why don't you like sushi?
I don't do raw fish. Sorry.
Not raw fish. Okay, sushi literally means vinaigrated rice. It is a special type of rice. Everything else about sushi, throw what you know out the window, okay? It can be anything. I have literally made barbecue chicken sushi. All it was barbecue chicken thrown onto a bowl of beautifully seasoned rice. And boom, barbecue chicken sushi. Now, everything else with it's like pizza. It's like saying you don't like pizza because you don't like mushroom and pineapple pizza. Okay, not every pizza is mushroom and pineapple.
Calm down.
It's sushi is not my thing.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's sushi. To my understanding, it meant with rice or wrapped in rice. It does not need to be raw. It does not need to be fish.
I'm not that huge into Japanese food, to be honest.
I've had kitsune udon.
Okay. So
sushi is just not my thing, to be honest.
that if we were
tried it or not, it's just not my thing.
Okay. I was gonna say, would you be adventurous enough to try it?
I don't know.
I tried it once.
Good for you, Junkyard.
No, that's just the name of the weapon. It's a short sword and it's a plus.
I mean, hell, you could pretty much wrap bread up and wrap that in rice and seaweed, and that technically be sushi.
Seaweed? Ew.
Hey,
ew.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
It's tasteless.
Your sunblade is your main hand weapon because you're able to do 2 quick strikes.
It's kelp, basically.
That does not sound appetizing to me.
What if I told you it was an ingredient used in some brands of ice cream?
Depends on what kind of brand of ice cream it's in.
I don't know, but I don't know specifically, but I know it's used in a lot of different ice creams.
Usually I don't think I eat any ice cream that has kelp in it.
You probably have in your life, and you just don't know it.
Not unless they put it in Hudsonville ice cream or Superman or any of the Dean ice cream.
Yeah, Dean uses it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like specific flavor or entire?
All of them. You can't taste it. It's because it's just one of those. It's just an ingredient.
Okay.
It's ground in. It's blended into a very fine powder, but it's there.
Okay then.
What is it?
Dreadful Strikes is a bonus action. This one, when you hit a creature, you just expend a spell slot. It costs nothing. Yes! And you can do that once. Well, you can do it multiple times per turn, but you can only do it once on a creature. The creature will only take that damage once on a turn.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Ooh.
All right.
Then I can still use my other sword. Alright. Okay, I know what I'm doing, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
That sunblade is basically a lightsaber for you.
Now,
So-
I will also point out that this Nalfishni is like 40 feet in the air. It'd be flying.
That kind of ruins all of that. So I have a longbow. I guess I'm shooting it with a very basic longbow. Golly.
You have a +1 longbow. That's fine too.
What's a +1 do?
It
Just adds
plus
one.
to your attack rolls and damage. on top of, say, your proficiency bonus and your dexterity modifier.
So I'm gonna add 12 to that. Okay. All right. Now, first I got to roll to see if I actually hit it. Right.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure I hit it. That's a 19 plus. Do I add anything to that?
You would add your proficiency bonus and your dexterity modifier, and then 1. Because
To
of the
see if I hit it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
19 plus 29?
Woo!
Okay.
Golly.
Nice.
Okay, so you hit. Roll damage. That'll be a D8 plus your dexterity plus 1.
Okay. Let's see. What kind of thing am I rolling? We forgot that the creature's in the air, so none of the sword stuff matters.
It will matter. It will matter eventually. You'll fight ground-based enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just float in the sky. If I teleport into the sky, I will fall.
A turn is like millisecond. Like a turn is only 6 seconds.
Also, I might have used my teleports during my introductions. Wait, that was yesterday.
You've gotten all your spells back. You've had what's called a long rest.
Yeah.
You regained all your spell slots.
So if you
Okay. So does doing a spell take up an attack though? Like take up a
in this
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Unless it says bonus action, then yes, it takes up an
Misty
action.
Step is a bonus action if you're
yes.
teleporting.
But again though, if I teleport to the sky, that's my bonus action. I don't have another bonus action to teleport to the ground.
But then your next turn you'll be falling.
And that's a good option?
Don't you have a thing that you don't take fall damage from like 20 feet up or something like that? You have like cat-like reflexes.
Oh. Wait, how high up is this dude again?
40 feet. So you will take
He's
some
40.
damage, but not a heck of a lot.
Okay, okay.
What's your thing?
Remember, you're an 11th level character. You can take a hit.
Right.
And you got a healer with you. A really good healer.
You have
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna instead do the fly to the sky. So using my bonus action to do that. Now
Your bonus action only teleports you 30 feet.
I still can't do it.
You still can't do it.
Back to the bow. Ah! Okay, I am rolling a d8.
Yep.
Plus, what is it?
It'd be a D8 plus. I don't think I had a bow I could have given you, unless you go with crossbows. But
I'll assume she has there's at least 1 or 2 plus 1 longbows in there.
okay, so you'll be doing your D20 will be plus 10 for the bow.
Right, I'm back.
I already got past his armor score. Now I'm just doing damage.
Yeah, so it's a D8 plus 1 plus.
So it would be plus 6.
X.
Attack.
All right, so I got 7.
Okay, 7 damage.
So you only roll
Nice.
1 damage?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, well, oof.
Hey, don't feel bad.
I've rolled worse.
Like I said, I'm rolling all really high or really low. There's been no median ones.
But don't worry, I was missing a bunch of my stuff to do damage.
Now,
I do have Blessing of the Courts. So since I did hit,
Babe, you attack twice, remember? Make sure you roll a second attack. Your range.
yes.
right.
I was about to say you have extra attack as a ranger. You can
Okay.
attack twice, so you
Okay.
can loose another arrow.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you wanted to use your bonus action, you could curse your weapon. And remember, when you hit with an attack as a ranger, let me look up the Fey Wanderer.
Oh yeah, that's
So as a bonus action, you can augment your attacks to do an extra 1d6 psychic damage. And then Blessings of the Courts, whenever you hit an enemy with a weapon attack of any kind, you expend a spell slot to deal 3d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then the creature must succeed on a DC, whatever your spell save is, Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened until the end of your next turn.
Oh, cool.
woof.
Well then.
Damage competition.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you wanted to use your bonus action at the beginning of your turn,
Yeah, I'll do that.
so then you'll be doing an extra 1d6 on your first attack.
Okay.
So roll another one. So what was your damage roll for the first attack?
7 total.
Okay. Then roll another 1d6.
Came to 4. Do I add anything to that?
Nope.
Okay. 4.
So that'll be a total of 12. And then you roll another 3d6 and expend a spell slot if you want to use Blessings of the Courts.
I do.
So roll 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
This thing ain't resistant to psychic damage, so you're hitting it, and you're hitting it well.
Excellent.
Good luck finding
I got
it.
8 from the 3d6.
All right. That's 8. That's 20 total there. And now roll for your second attack.
That's a 20. Roll 20.
Is that a nat 20?
No, I'm just asking if that's what I'm rolling.
Yeah,
So
a
14.
D20 plus 10 for your bow attack.
Okay, 24.
That will also connect.
Okay.
Oh,
And then that'll be... Is that a longbow you're using?
Yeah. He said a longbow plus 1.
Yes.
Yep. And longbows are 1d8. So roll 1d8 plus 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
11.
just watching YouTube while you guys.
11, so you do 31 damage.
Yee.
Ooh.
I actually did something. I really thought I was going to be stuck with like 4 damage.
No.
Oh no! No.
Rangers are heavy hitters.
let's put it this way. I only rolled a D4 plus a D6 plus a D8 plus 6. Next round I will be rolling another D6 and another D8 on at least one hit. Well, at least the D8's gonna be on. The extra D8 will be on one hit. I could go even higher with the D6,
Cool.
but that turns it into fire damage.
By the
Alright.
way, I did partially mean because at the start of my turn, I'm looking at my weapons and they're all like, hey, 1d4. And I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, your class as a ranger, your class adds a lot of damage. You get a lot of class features that just add damage. Not to mention, you have one of the most effective combat boosting spells in the game in Hunter's Mark.
Yep,
Cool.
which I will be casting next round.
Well, right now it is Senku's turn.
I don't think Kayla has Hunter's Mark, does she?
It's a ranger spell. She can absolutely have it.
Hmm.
It's like the best ranger spell, or
Yeah,
one
it's a level 1 spell that adds a D6 of damage to every hit.
Yep. I haven't
And
it
gone
marks
through
'em.
with- I'll be going through with her all the spells tomorrow, probably, or sometime this week before the next
Yeah.
session.
That's
A
I
good.
lot
I just had her
of-
choose a bunch of spells that she thought looked nice for this battle, but then
Yeah.
we didn't have time to go through them all.
No big deal.
I had to quickly before.
I think
Uh,
most of the ones she has are just utility, but there's a lot of good attacking spells on the Rangers list.
Yeah, I mostly chose things that like are super cool and nice for like roleplay and to make lives easier in that way, because that's the stuff I enjoy doing. Attacking is important, but I am not perfectly skilled at that. I am just good.
I don't know. I'd say you're pretty damn close to perfectly skilled.
Well, that's because you guys are good and you are helping me. I would not have gotten near any of that. But anywho, I will be trying to learn. So
Senku, it is your turn. Senku, junkyard.
right.
Senku,
I'm here. Now what?
it's your turn.
Okay, so how far is this thing away from me?
From you're on horseback. You are about 100 feet away.
Okay. I have several options here. I could, if I really wanted to, send a magic missile downrange.
That would be effective.
I could also send an Eldritch Blast downrange if that's not lightning damage.
Correct.
No, it's force.
Why don't you go through and check out one of the spells I suggested you use.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that. Well, I see haste, fly, elemental weapon, fireball, but that's not really one I want to use in this case. Actually, wait. Does Nyxor still have his reaction?
Yes.
I mean, it's in. Wait. Because of the Dex save. Or did it reset?
You had your
You have
turn.
your reaction now.
Or
What?
If you've had your turn, then you have your reaction.
okay.
No, I'm sorry. Because you used your reaction.
Oh, right. It
you
has
used
to make a
your-
wisdom save.
got your reactions back.
Hey, Sen, did the creature make its wisdom save from Kayla's attack?
I didn't know it had to.
Yep. Has to make a wisdom save versus her DC. And her DC is... What is the ranger's DC? No, your
It's
DC is not 5.
8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier.
Hold on, let me do the calculating. Okay, so your proficiency bonus is 4, so that's nice. So it'll be 17 DC.
It does not make it save. So what
So it's
happens?
frightened till the end
Oh,
of it, until the end of Kayla's next turn.
Okay.
And I don't believe it's frightened against her. It's just frightened in general. Oh yeah, it's frightened of her until the end of her next turn.
Okay.
Does that mean stuff does more damage?
My plan is to basically hit this thing with a fireball that's been turned into acid damage.
And does that eat up any charges?
No.
For you, no, but it would eat up your reaction.
Okay, so frightened, a creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within its line of sight, and it can't willingly get closer to the source of its fear.
Yep.
So it can't get closer to Kayla, so it's just gonna stay up